Hill.
BBC Tees.
BBC Tees Breakfast for this Sunday morning. It's Mike with you till 9 o'clock, 11 minutes past 8 now. Now then, hundreds of Muslims from the BBC Tees area are going to be travelling this week. They're after some spiritual guidance. It's all part of a 3-day international event that's going to see them dragging their weary bones down to Hampshire. The Jalsa Salana will see more than 30,000 members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community from across the world gathering in the Hampshire countryside. There are worse places. Those attending will be pledging their allegiance to Mirza Masroor Ahmad and will listen to a variety of speeches promoting spirituality, peace and compassion. And one Muslim heading down there is Tahir Selby, who joins me now in the studio. Tahir, morning.
Good morning.
So, why are you doing this?
Well, we do this every year. It's an annual gathering. But because our Khalifa is in this country, it becomes an international gathering. And people come from all over the world to attend it. And the main thing, as you just mentioned, is a 3-day event, which is to listen to spiritual speeches and develop a closeness to God. But also meeting all the different people from all over the world. We're hopefully expecting about 30,000 people to come. And it's a great opportunity to meet old friends, to create new friends. And it's a lovely atmosphere. It's all about peace and just getting together, gathering as such.
It seems that, unfortunately, Muslims seem to be getting always a bad press at the moment with events in the Middle East. Now, when I saw details of this, I mean, one of the things which came out, it said at the head of this, tens of thousands of British Muslims offer allegiance to Caliphate. And, of course, with IS in the Middle East, that's one of the words which a lot of people, when they hear the word Caliphate, will associate with them because of what they're doing in the Middle East. But this is completely different, isn't it? It's important that people don't misconstrue things.
I mean, obviously, that's just started, whereas what we would call Caliph system is it means Caliphate or Khalifa means successor, and it's successor after the Prophet. So this actually started in the time of the Holy Prophet, way back in 630, when the first Caliphs started. From that time, there's been one form or another of Caliphs. But with our particular movement, we believe that Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad has come. He is the promised Messiah, Ahmadi, and a prophet from God. And so again, he has now had successors to continue his message. We're now in the 5th Khalifa. So this Caliphate has been going on since 1908. And the Khalifa is like the Pope. It's for ever until he dies, and then you elect a new Khalifa. So this new Caliphate, we don't identify that. We believe that Caliphate is chosen by God.
Now, you're the Imam at the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mosque in Hartlepool. And one of the things which I know that you do, Tahir, is run courses for both non-Muslims and Muslims alike to get people to understand Islam better and remove some of the myths about what is effectively a peaceful religion and counter what we read about all the time in the papers. Is that important to reach out not only to people within your own faith but also to people non-Muslim in order to better understand what Islam is all about?
Yeah, of course, it's very, very important. Ignorance is a terrible thing. The press obviously promotes what they see. And unfortunately, this is happening in the Muslim world. But this is not the true teachings of Islam. Islam itself means peace. And like all religions of the world, it's about developing your relationship with God. So we try different methods to try to get the message out. Of course, it's always, with the problems today, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, because what's happening in the Muslim world is a different thing. But we feel it's very, very important that people get to hear what is the true Islam. And so, therefore, as you said, we run online courses. We invite people to the mosque. Yesterday, we had an open day. We invited a few people to come to the mosque again to see what is a mosque, what's it all about, and explain the message of Islam. So it is very important to integrate and meet the people, remove their fears and worries. And generally, most people understand that Islam is not this that they see in newspapers. This is just a few people who claim to be doing this in the name of religion, whereas in fact it's got nothing to do with the teachings of Islam.
And of course, it's a good opportunity, this, for you to get together with Muslims, not only from around the country, but also from around the world. Does bringing Muslims from other countries to the UK, does that help in any way?
Of course. Actually, I've just come back from America. I've been on holiday there, and I attended same sort of gathering in America. It was much less because obviously the Khalifa wasn't there. But to meet other people, to hear the problems and the worries that they have, to reassure them, for them to come and see the Khalifa, that is a very powerful thing. You know, for instance, how many Catholics will go to see the Pope. So the Khalifa has great access to the people. He wants to meet the people, and members from all over the world write to him. In fact, he gets about maybe 1,000 to 2,000 letters every day from people. The chance to actually meet the Khalifa is a wonderful thing. We're blessed that the Khalifa these days is in the UK, unfortunately, because of the persecution that we face as a community, because we try to maybe criticise the Muslim leaders that this is not actually Islam, they don't like it, so we are heavily persecuted because of that. So the Khalifa has had to leave his country, Pakistan, and settle in the UK. So that's a great blessing for us, and it's meant that now the Khalifa is able to go around the world, and he visits many, many countries, delivering the message of Islam, meeting political leaders and other people, and trying to again help people to understand what is the true Islam from what we're hearing about today.
And if people do want to get in touch with you, Tahir, about the courses that you run, who do want to get a better perspective on Islam, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, the courses that I run, they are website courses. So the website is www.free, as in FREE, Islamic-course.org. So free Islamic course and 2 dashes in between it. And that is a free course, which people can do at their own time, learn about Islam. They can stop whenever they like. They get certificates as they pass their way through, and they can ask questions. And that is throughout the world. We get people from everywhere. And it's a wonderful way to learn about the true Islamic teachings. And of course, if they hear something else, they have the opportunity to ask, well, we're hearing this, is this Islam? And so we can explain, according to the Holy Quran and the sayings of the Holy Prophet, what is the true Islam. As for this conference, again, in this country, you can go to Sky 787, and that's a free channel. You can watch the whole conference throughout the 3 days. Again, as I said, it is free. You may need to put the translation onto English because it might be broadcast in different languages, but that is sent throughout the world. We have our own TV station, which is Muslim Television Ahmadiyya, and that goes 24/7 throughout the world. So you can catch that on Sky, so you can watch the proceedings, and you'll see it's a wonderful occasion of peace.
Okay, I will make a point personally of having a look at that. Now I know where to find it next weekend. Have a great time down in Hampshire, and let's hope that the weather is a bit more like this than it was yesterday, shall we?
Let's hope.
Tahir Selby, from the Imam from the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mosque in Hartlepool. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's BBC Tea's Breakfast, 19 minutes past.